Welcome. Jazzy Jeff here. Before the video starts, I just have a couple quick announcements. Number one, I would like to do a very special Jazzy Jeff shout out to a Ricardo Vanderbrand. I'm so sorry that it has taken me so long to finally get around to filming new footage and just basically filming anything for my YouTube channel. Obviously, there's been a lot going on, and that will be point two. But before already losing it, before I get to part two, I just wanted to let Ricardo know that I have the Ghostbusters Atari game. Oh yeah, brother. Now you got to get this one by Activision. You're going to have to find it. So there you go. But thank you, Ricardo, for watching the show. Thank you for all the comments, all the likes, all the shares. I really appreciate it, brother. And so does my ass. There's been a lot of things going on in my life personally, and it's already starting to affect my YouTube channel. I do not know how often I will be releasing videos, but it's not going to be as frequently as I was at the beginning of the year. So to all of those new subscribers, all of the Instagram people that have come from there, to anybody from Facebook, or hell, maybe even Twitter. But no matter how you found out about me, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. And, I still have a very large catalog of videos. So, if you haven't seen my old stuff, I really urge you to try your best to rifle through my playlists. So that would be a great way to be able to, enjoy more Jazzy J 714 content while I am trying to pick up the pace and get more stuff out. So once again, thank you to everybody and all of your patience. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all of the support. It's been a blast and a very long time. And all I can say is cheers to all of my fans, all of my friends, my girlfriend, and most importantly, all of my subscribers. Thanks, everyone. Now on to the video. Hello, everyone, and welcome back, finally, to another episode of Talkin' Bout Tapes. Episode number 7. And today's theme are big box tapes and some, 80s clamshell tapes. So, who's ready to dive into some VHS? All right, so a big theme for me with a lot of my newer episodes is trying to show more of the bigger, crazier, zanier stuff instead of trying to save it for the end of the video or doing a huge series and, showing all this crazy stuff at the end and people dropped out along the way. I'm going to do the complete opposite of that and show the best stuff first. And then as the video progresses, if you guys lose interest, well, you saw the best stuff. But seriously, watch it to the end if you can. All right, so I'm just diving right in. One of my favorite VHS tapes that I found in the wild before the days of the internets. Well, guess the internet was around at that point, but even in 2009, 2010, people weren't buying the way they were buying online now. It definitely was happening, but there wasn't a lot of people actively VHS hunting and actively hitting up thrift stores for VHS tapes. I was sort of the one oddball that was doing it before it was a thing, before it was a mainstream thing. Everybody's posting about tapes now. But it's a huge deal to me to have found one of Herschel Gordon Lewis's epic films in the wild. I don't want to open it up because it's going to, take too long, but essentially there's a bigger case. I guess I could show the case real quick. But, it's sort of like a Walt Disney clamshell type dealio. and the tape would be in there. And it's crazy. There's so much packaging, there's so much plastic, there's so much paper. You know, you would never see anything like this today. And in general, you know, you just don't see a lot of the bigger, crazier, you know, pictures and stuff like that with the gore and the blood in such a big, giant display. Most of the time, this type of displays, as we all know, were saved for porns, you know, for actual physical media, for like pornos and stuff like that. I don't know why I said the word porns. I can't ever talk when I do these videos. Anyway, here is yet another big box. Unfortunately, it's missing the clamshell. Some asshole got rid of it, but I got the tape for really cheap, and the correct movie is in there, which is Red Sun with Charles Bronson. Another Bronson film, by the way, but just another epic cover. You know, you just don't really see big boxes like this anymore. This is by Video Gems. This one was by Comet Video. So, you know, and it's so crazy getting these correctly boxed up and put away nicely. But yeah, you know, even missing the inserts and stuff, it's still a radical box. You know, it's still cool to see. I'll try my best not to take so long on each tape, but they're all so wonderful. They're all so cool, so stick around. All right, up next, we're swinging over to the Warner Brothers library. I have in front of me Deliverance and Stage Fright, and these are both just gigantic clamshells, although Stage Fright seems to be just a tad bit larger for some reason. I actually didn't realize that. But, you know, Warner Home Video did these beautiful VHS tapes, you know, and just awesome packaging. You know, this tape over here has obviously seen better days. But two more great movies. Stage Fright I actually need to watch again. It's been a while. But cool stuff, you know, just, you know, and once again, you know, I'm not going to sit here and talk about every movie and talk about every single plot and every single actor and director and all that stuff. I'm only going to just talk about tapes, which is the title of the video. So, up next, we have a Star Classics tapes, and Star Classic tapes I've talked about numerous times. These are very bizarre, cheaply made, crappy cardboard box tapes. These are usually public domain films or films that are just available to the public to take and, you know, create your own movie with. And back in the 90s, this was just one of those cheap companies, you know, that made cheap VHS tapes. And you can tell, like, look how terrible this is. It's so just shitty. But I love it. I love this stuff. It's so cool. I find it so interesting. You know, it's just so freaking lovely. All right, up next, these are the professionally done big box cardboard tapes. They're all MGM UA United Artists home video. So I will definitely make sure to put in the infamous logo of theirs. Yes, quite the catchy tune, isn't it? So here I have 2010, the year we made contact. So, of course, the epic follow-up to 2001, A Space Odyssey, with Roy Schneider of Jaws fame, and also John Lithgow is in that. 10 to Midnight. Oh my gosh, we're talking about another Bronson tape again. Yes, another Charles Bronson tape. Yes, 10 to Midnight. This was a Canon film. Absolutely amazing movie. This needs to be on more streaming services. If you do not have that film or you never heard of it before, you've got to track it down and you've got to watch 10 to Midnight. And speaking of other must-see movies, hopefully this is on a streaming service somewhere. We've got Runaway Train with Jon Voight. This film is cinematic awesomeness. If you haven't seen Runaway Train, you need to run away and watch it right now. Really good stuff. Really fun movie, and you've got to love those hand-drawn covers. It's beautiful. Absolutely phenomenal. As far as the 2010 goes, I don't know. You could have done more with it. It's a sequel, you know. All right, so winding down towards the end, I'll throw these in here. They're not super exciting, but these are video film classics. I feel like these might have been a part of a library somewhere, maybe, or some kind of maybe like rental place that, like, I guess printed their own labels or something. It's very strange. I definitely want to say this is probably library. But these are obviously much older films that are in the public domain, like Ghost on the Loose, of course, starring Bela Lugosi. And then this one is Shock, starring Vincent Price. So 2 legendary horror actors from the Golden Age. And I guess you could consider these some Golden Age clamshells. So some neat stuff. Some of these are video rentals. So, you know, every so often there might be some video rental stickers popping up. And then, of course, I'm going to swing over to the Thorn EMI HBO video. I definitely need to post these suckers on my Instagram. Check out these bad boys. So, yes, a lot of people might not know that HBO even had physical media, and they had their, you know, thumbs in the market as well, competing against all the other big dogs. And they obviously, you know, partnered up with Thorn EMI. And these are actually really great VHS tapes of the Rambo films, at least the first and the second one. So if you're looking for decent Rambo VHS to own, these would be the ones to get. All right, and now the final 2 tapes. Okay, if you've made it this far, actually, these might be the best tapes, honestly. I think all of these tapes are the best. I mean, they're all so awesome. But, of course, a lot of people are going to freak. Of course, I have a Blockbuster video. Of course I have one. I'm a fan of Blockbuster Video. I will say I'm still more of a fan of the family-owned video rental stores, and I don't want to get into all that. I've talked about that before. But this is actually a very particular cool tape because it is Dario Argento related. It is Dario Argento's World of Horror, and it is just a very awesome, neat slice of Blockbuster history to own because, you know, what would be the ultimate movie to own from Blockbuster? You know, there's so many good ones. But to be able to say, I have Dario Argento's World of Horror documentary, I'd like a challenge from the other VHS collectors out there. Who else has got that tape? Who else has got the Blockbuster rental? Finally, to end out this awesome video, hopefully everybody had a good time. Special shout out to the State College Pennsylvania freaks that watch my page. That is why I have the State College First Night 2014 New Year shirt on, is because the final tape in my collection is See No Evil, Hear No Evil, which is absolutely one of the funniest movies on planet Earth. Of course, with my gosh, I'm already forgetting their names. Come on now, please come to me. Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. I stumbled across this at a thrift store in Bellefonte, and this is actually Bellefonte. I guess not State College, but I guess you can consider it State College. This is from the Bellefonte Library, the Pennsylvania District Library Center on North Allegheny Street in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. And obviously the library is not renting out tapes anymore, so these scattered out into the community, and they've gotten snatched up by collectors over the years, but I was lucky enough to find See No Evil and Hear No Evil. One quick caveat, it's kind of a shame, but I should bring it up anyway. I did find Halloween, the rental tape in the wild from the Pennsylvania library, the Bellefonte Library, but I don't know what happened to the case. I don't know if it broke or I switched it out, but I have the Media Halloween tape, which is awesome, which is really cool. but I don't have the original case, which had, like, you know, the cool stickers and everything on it. And I failed to mention, what makes this tape so unique is somebody went to all this trouble of, like, cutting that out of, like, a magazine or, like, something, a TV guide, and taping it in there or typing it up. And just it's a little summary of what the movie's about. So, you know, it's just those little library touches, those neat little center county touches, you know, that, you know, you can't help but smile. Unfortunately, I don't have, like I said, the original case for the Halloween tape, but it was kind of funny. It had, like, a little thing in there about babysitters, and, you know, I don't even know if it said Michael Myers. It might have just referred to him as the Shape. It was kind of a neat little thing. If I find it, obviously I will post it. But anyway, this is the beginning of Jazzy Jeff going through my tape collection. So if you like this video, then stay tuned for more, because I'm going to be perusing through some other weird random tapes. So come with me on this journey and spread these videos around and let your friends know if they like VHS tapes, then they might like Jazzy's Talkin' Bout tapes. Thanks for watching.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Introducing Miss Shocktober.
Thank you. I'm so very pleased to be your hostess for some of the scariest movies.
Hey, you! I'm gonna be Miss Shocktober, see? So beat it! Shocktober begins Monday, Halloween night, with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
On Tuesday, Kurt Russell battles a creature so hideous it'll make your skin crawl. The Thing!
On Wednesday, it's the hairy, scary flick, Silver Bullet. Ha ha!
And finally on Thursday, Freddy Krueger slices them up in the original A Nightmare on Elm Street. So join me, Miss Shocktober.
Shocktober returns Monday at 8 on WKBD TV 50.